Hello everyone, this is Janani. In today's video, we would be solving a problem which involves file handling. So the question is as follows. Given a set of marks scored by students in JEE Mains, compute the rank for the students and populate it into a result sheet. Note that each and every student should have a individual result sheet. So this is the CSV file which we have to read, and with the help of this CSV file we have to populate values into the new TXT file. So the CSV file can be understood as follows. The first column corresponds to the name, the second column corresponds to the marks scored by the student in the subject physics, the third column corresponds to the marks scored by the students in chemistry, and the fourth column corresponds to the marks scored by the students in mathematics. So let us run this cell to create this CSV file. So the CSV file got created and we can see that this is student.csv, which contains the marks of the students scored in physics, chemistry and mathematics. So we have created the CSV file which is required for this problem. Now let us see what the problem statement says. We have to arrange the marks scored by the students in ascending order and allocate ranks with the students. Compute the rank based on the total marks obtained by the students by summing the physics, chemistry and mathematics marks. So what we have to do is that we have to sum up the physics, chemistry and mathematics marks for each and every student and compute the total marks. After computing the total marks, we have to allocate ranks to those students with the help of those marks. So now the last line says that note that the total marks will always be unique and no tiebreakers are required. That is, whatever total marks which we are calculating for each and every student, this total mark would be unique. This won't be repeated. So now this is an example TXT file which got created. This corresponds to the this line of the CSV file, that is Ajay 92, 91, 95. So here the report should be as follows, that is the name of the file should be ajay.txt and it should contain the word known as report. After that, student name Ajay, marks scored 278 out of 300 and rank obtained is 1. So we have to do the same thing for the rest of the students too. So let us start coding this question. Our first task is to read the CSV file. We know that the name of the CSV file is going to be students.csv. So let me write it as f1 equals to open students.csv. So now we are just going to read the file, so we needn't mention it to be in the reading mode. After doing this, we have to read the CSV file line by line, and each line in the CSV file is going to be separated by comma. That is, each and every word is going to be separated by comma. We have to take this line in the form of a list as input and then do the further computations. So first, before doing that, the idea which we would be using to solve this problem is that we will create a dictionary known as student_dict, in which we will store the total marks scored by the student as a value and the key would be the name of the student. So let me create the dictionary student_dict equals to empty dictionary. So initially it is going to be an empty dictionary. After doing this, we are going to iterate over the f1, that is for line in f1 dot read lines. Note that the first line is going to be the header line, which contains the information like name, physics, chemistry and mathematics, which is not required. So we will omit the first line here by doing 1 colon. So after doing this, each and every line which is present in this variable known as line is going to be in the form of a string. We have to convert it into a list to do the further computation. So we can do it as follows: row equals to line dot split. The delimiter over here is going to be comma. So this can be specified as comma. After doing this, the first value is going to represent the name of the student, that is the row of 0 is going to be the name of the student, row of 1 is going to be physics marks, row of 2 is going to be chemistry marks and row of 3 is going to be the mathematics marks. So we can obtain it as follows: name equals to row of 0. So let us store the physics marks inside a variable known as physics. So physics equals to row of 1. Note that the default data type over here is going to be string. because we are just reading it from a file. Now we have to convert it into an integer to do the further computations. So this can be done by int of row of 1. So after doing this, we have to do the same thing for chemistry as well as mathematics. So this can be done by chemistry equals to int of row of 2 max equals to int of row of 3. So we have successfully taken the values for name, physics, chemistry and mathematics. Now we have to sum up these marks and store it inside the dictionary. So what we will do here is student dict of name. The name is going to be the key and the value for that particular key is going to be the summed marks, that is physics plus chemistry plus maths. So we have successfully created the student dict for the CSV file. After doing this, what we have to do is that we have to store the marks scored by the student in an individual list and then sort it. The reason why we are doing this is that to compute the ranks for the students. So this can be done by coming outside the for loop. Marks equals to, so marks scored by the student is going to be, marks scored by the student is going to be the values present in the student dict. So this can be done by student dict dot values. So now let's try printing what marks is actually. We can see that marks is going to be dict values of the marks. So we want it in the form of a list. So I'll convert it into a list and try printing it. So here the marks is represented in the form of a list. After doing this, we have to sort this marks and then reverse it. The reason why we are doing this is that we are going to keep the marks in the descending order. That is, it would be easier for us to allocate ranks for the students. So this can be done by marks dot sort. Marks dot sort will sort the list known as marks, but we will reverse it. So reverse equals to true. Now let's try printing what marks is. So now you can see that the marks is arranged in descending order. After doing this, after doing these steps, we are going to finally create individual files for the students. So this can be done by iterating over the keys present in the student dict as well as the values present in the student dict and then allocating the ranks to the students. So first we will do for student comma marks in student dict dot items. So basically student dict dot items is going to return you a key value pair. So the key is going to be stored in the variable known as student and the value is going to be stored in the variable known as marks. So after doing this, we have to find the rank for that specified marks. So this can be done by rank equals to marks dot index of, okay, so the name of the list is marks and we can't give the same name here. So I will give it as mark here. So marks dot index of mark. So this line will give you the exact location in which that mark is occurring. That is, if it is going to be the first mark, then it will return 0. But we want the rank to start from 1 and not from 0. So we will increment this by 1. So we have successfully got the rank for the student. Now let us create individual txt files. So this can be done by, and we have to close this file as well. So f1 dot close. f2 equals to open. So the name of this file is going to be the name of the student. So this is going to be student plus extension is going to be .txt and we are going to open this in writing mode. So, this can be specified with W. Now, let us write the contents into the file. F2 dot write F quotes. So, the first thing is going to be the value report, the word report. After this, we have to give an end line. So, this is report. After this, we have to specify an end line, then student name, marks scored, rank obtained. So, this should be in this format. After doing this, the second line is going to be student name, student name. So, student name would be student here, because the variable student is storing the name of the student, and after that we have to again give an endline character. So, this is /n. After this, it is going to be marks scored. So, it is going to be marks scored mark, and after this we have to give another endline character, and then the last line is going to be rank obtained. This is going to be the rank. Let us now run the cell and see if the files are getting created. So, we can see that the files got created and the report is as follows. So, report student name Ajay, marks scored 278 and rank obtained 1, but we can see that there is a space before the line. So, this can be corrected by just removing the space over here. Okay. Now, let me rerun this. And check the files. Now, we can see that the report is as follows: report student name Ajay, marks score 278, rank obtained 1, which is going to be the same as that of the expected output. We can see that the files for the other students also got created with their total marks plus the rank obtained by them in that particular examination. So, that is it for today's video. Thank you.